Hey guys, what's going on? Jamie here. Just wanted to do a follow-up video for Tethex. We talked about this video yesterday. It was an intro video where we talked about platform, the passive opportunity. And in that video, we talked a little bit about the compensation plan, but we said that we would do a follow-up where we would go into a little bit more detail. So that's what I'm going to do in this video. I'm going to go give you some more details on the affiliate side and then just kind of give you my thoughts on the platform thus far. It's been about 20, not even 24 hours since we got in. But we've been looking at this one for like 2 weeks already. So yeah, definitely have high hopes for this. We'll see what happens, but let's go ahead and jump right in. Of course, want to start off by saying that I am not a financial advisor. Never take anything I say as financial advice. If you are going to get into TEDx or anything we talk about, please do your own research and due diligence and only put in what you can afford to lose, guys. Risk capital only. Also, follow me on Telegram. I will leave a link for that down below. If you haven't subscribed yet to this channel, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the little bell icon so you'll get notified straight away whenever I do a brand new video. So if you remember my video yesterday, this is a platform whereby you can make 0.91% to 1.15% per working day, depending on how much you put in your package, and you will earn until you hit 200%, and then you have to renew your package grade. And yeah, so far so good. Again, we it hasn't even been 24 hours yet, so we haven't even received our first passive payout. But I've been looking at this one for a couple of days now. And yeah, it certainly looks like it has some potential to be around for quite a bit. So let's go ahead and dive into that PDF that I posted inside of our Telegram. Again, you can download this right off of our Telegram. I posted it in there. And this one goes into the compensation plan. Another cool feature about this, as I mentioned yesterday, is you can use their virtual Visa card, and you can load it up on your phone, very much like it's like using Apple Pay or Google Pay. And whenever you go to the store, you can zap your phone and you're good to go. They do have a physical card coming. Again, I want to be very clear, they don't have it out yet, but at some time in the future, they're going to have a physical crypto debit card if that's something you're interested in. But if those two things aren't an option for you and you just want to withdraw out to your wallet, you can certainly do that as well. So again, many options for you. Okay. So I'm not going to go over every single page here. I just want to go over the meat and potatoes, which is the compensation plan. Now, there's a couple of ways you can earn from the compensation plan. If you're going to share this with people, if you're going to team build, there's a couple of bonuses that you can earn. We'll highlight some of them, spend a little more time on them. Some of them we'll fly through a little bit more. But here are the different ranks, okay, or qualifications. This is the career path with Tethex, right? There's agent. Everyone starts off as an agent. Then there's promoter, advisor. Then you graduate to the next qualification of mentor. And under mentor, there's uh, three subcategories, right? There's mentor, partner, senior partner, and then you graduate to the next qualification of manager. So again, 12 ranks in all, right? 12 titles. And each one, there's two different ways you have to, two requirements you have to fulfill. There's team sales, there's team volume. There's also a personal deposit. So for example, you come in, everyone starts off the same. As an agent, you put in $100. That's the minimum you could put in. Start off as an agent. If you do 1,500 in team sales, you'll get promoted to promoter, right? And then as an advisor, if you do 5,000 of team sales or team volume and you have a deposit of $250, then you graduate to advisor. Now you might say, well, why do I want to graduate to the next level? Because you'll see in the next couple of slides, you're gonna have more bonuses that are going to be available to you, right? And there's one-time rank bonuses that you can trigger, that sort of thing. But again, the goal here is to move through these different ranks. Also, you're going to be able to manage and increase your override spread. We'll talk about that in a second here as well. Here at the position of partner, you do 50,000 of team volume, you have a $1,500 personal deposit. You've ranked up to partner, right? And then again, you can see the different ranks and how you can actually move through the system right here. So again, you're not going to jump through ranks, overnight. It's going to take you some time, but key, if you're team building, is as you have team members move through their ranks, that will obviously help you move through your ranks, right? So again, if you have 3, 4, 5 people that are trying to rank up, that's obviously going to help you rank up. So again, it's a pushing up people helping people type of business. Typical network marketing. Again, if this is not your thing, you don't have to participate in this. You can be purely passive. But that's how this ranking system kind of works. This compensation plan. Now, this is the bonus. Okay, when you bring somebody in, anyone you personally bring in, you're going to receive a bonus. Okay, and it's important to understand how this works because there's an override spread here as well. Okay, so for example, you come in as an agent, you're getting a 3% bonus when people come in and they purchase a package. As a promoter, 5%, right? As an advisor, 7%, so forth and so on. You can see it all the way at the top level. You can make 21% when someone comes in and purchases a package, right? But there's an override spread. If you read this, says here, your reward is always the percentage difference between your status and the status of your partner below you. This override spread, very much like, you know, the mortgage business or the real estate business or the insurance business, there's a lot of network marketing companies that use this type of compensation plan. And it works like this. If I come, let's say, for example, you bring me in and I'm an agent. And let's say, for example, you are a promoter. Well, I bring somebody in, they purchase a package, I make 3%. If you had brought that person in, you would have made 5%, but you didn't. Okay. I did. But you get the difference of what you would have made and what I made, which is in this case 2%. So you have a 2% override. Anyone that I bring in as an agent, I make 3%. If you're a promoter, you're making 2%. Now, of course, you can bring people in yourself and continue to make 5%. But let's say you rank up to advisor, and let's say I'm still an agent. I go bring somebody in, you make 3%. I make 3%. Now the difference is not 2%, right? The difference now is 4%. Because now you would have made 7% if you brought that person in, but you didn't. I did. So you get the difference of 7 - 3 is 4%. So you can see here how you can increase your override spread by continuing to rank up. Now, chances are I'm going to continue to rank up as well as you rank up. So again, your override spread may not continue to increase, but that's where you bring in new people. So for example, let's say you're all the way at senior partner at 13%. Let's say I continue to rank up because I'm building as well. I'm at partner. If I bring somebody in, I make 11%. Your override spread isn't that much. It's 2%, right? It's 2% still, it's still a good thing because again, I'm doing all the work. But the key here is you bring someone brand new in, they're an agent, they make 3%. Now look at your spread, 13% minus 3%. Now you're making 10% on what your new agent brings in. You're making was that over 4 times more than what that person made, and that person did all the work, right? That's how overrides work in traditional network marketing, right? It's not a bad thing. It's actually a pretty cool thing, right? Like when I first learned of this concept back in the 90s, when I was introduced to this industry of network marketing, I was blown away. I was like, man, you mean to tell me that if I bring somebody and they have success, I can get paid? That was amazing to me, right? Because I came from at the time I was in my early 20s and I had a job and I was like, man, I'm making peanuts, every 2 weeks. You know, I have no opportunity to bring anybody in there, right? If I referred somebody to work at that company that I was with, they're not going to pay me an override. They're not going to pay me a percentage. They're not going to pay me a bonus. So when I looked at this concept, I was like, man, I was blown away. So anyway, not to go off on a whole other tangent, that's how this works. This can get very lucrative if you build a team. Now, again, I want to be clear. You don't have to build a team here. You can be purely passive, just get you some packages, you're good to go, right? But if you decide to build a team, it can get quite lucrative. You can have some significant bonuses rolling in if you decide to build, right? And here's an example. So here's just an example of what would happen if someone came in, bought a contract for $1,000. There's people that would get paid on that, right? The agent would get paid. Then if there's a mentor above him, they would get paid. If there's a consultant above that person, they would get paid. Then ultimately there's a co-founder, someone, if there's a co-founder at the top rank, they would get paid as well. So there's overrides that would get paid to multiple people, not just to one person. And again, very much like real estate or the insurance business or the mortgage business, that's how it works, right? So I'm not gonna, hammer that point down. I hope hopefully you get the concept that that's how overrides work. Then there's also income bonus, right? The way this works is you get 3% from the passive income of your partners. Now, of course, you have to qualify. You got to be a mentor minimum, right? So if you're an agent, you don't qualify for this. But once you hit the position of mentor, now you get 3% from your first line, right? Right. And then once you hit position of manager, you get 3% up to your third line. If you're a director, you get 3% up to your fifth line. So you can make 3% up to your fifth line, right? So everyone in your first five levels, assuming you're at the top level. Now, again, you may not be at the top level, you might be at the mentor level or the manager level. But bottom line is people that are in your team, as they make passive income from their packages, you're going to get a 3% match and it gets paid out every week, right? So it says that your income bonus is deposited every week on Saturday at 7 p.m. Dubai time. So that weekly match gets paid out every Saturday, right? In addition to that, there's a career bonus. So the way this career bonus works is once you start ranking up, starts at mentor. Once you start qualifying for these different ranks, you trigger these one-time bonuses. At mentor, $450. At partner, 1,500. Senior partner, 4,500. Manager, 12,250. So forth and so on. So you have the top position here, someone who hits co-founder, they get a $400,000 one-time rank bonus. But I mean, these are just one-time rank bonuses that you can trigger just for, ranking up and doing what you're supposed to be doing. So not too shabby, right? Not too shabby. Then there's a curator bonus. And what that is basically a 10% match on the career bonus of people that you've personally invited. So if you personally referred people and they're starting to rank up and they're hitting mentor and partner and senior partner, and they're triggering these one-time bonuses, the curator bonuses, you are getting a 10% match on their career bonus. All right. So basically, the curator bonus is a 10% match of the career bonus of anyone you personally invite. So that's how that works. Okay. Now, again, caveat here is it's only for partners whose status is lower or the same as yours. Okay. So if you have someone who blows up and they pass you and they're like 5 levels above you, they're still underneath you technically, but they've kind of split away already. And that's called a breakaway in network marketing, right? So again, I'm kind of giving you a network marketing lesson here. But again, that's how these things work. So here's just an example. So they give you another example. There's also a director bonus. With the director bonus, you get up to 15% of income of your personally invited directors whose status is higher or the same as yours. So on those breakaways, you might say, well, that kind of sucks. If I have a superstar and they break away, I don't make any money. This is where this kicks in, right? If you have someone that does that, you may not qualify for some of those other bonuses, but you'll still qualify for this bonus, right? Because again, they don't want to penalize you for bringing in a superstar or helping somebody who does really well. You'll just qualify for other bonuses. So that's how this one works. Okay. Then here they give you an example. Here they have an office bonus. Again, for those of people that open up offices, I'm not really particularly interested in opening up an office, but for people who open up an office and they have approval from the company, I guess they get some type of bonus. And then here, people that are promoting Tethex in new markets and they're consultants or higher, seems like they get offered a residence permit for living in and regularly visiting businesses in these following territories, right? The EU, Dubai, Turkey. So people that are building in these areas, if they're a consultant or higher and they get approval, company will pay for their residence. Again, if that's your thing, not really my thing, but um, that's something that they're offering, for people that are going to help them expand. Okay. So anyway, you can review this for yourself. Again, I just wanted to kind of hit on that. They have a couple of other rules here, okay, just to make sure that they don't overpay, which is pretty typical in network marketing. There's always some type of cap. Okay. And that's a good thing. Okay. That means that the company's not going to overpay on the comp plan because obviously then they won't be sustainable long term. So, this looks like, can be something. Okay. So there's a couple of cool features here. First and foremost, it's a new platform. I like to get into things brand new. You probably do as well. Number two, you can be purely passive, right? Make up to 1.15% per day, 5 days a week. If you want to build, there's a pretty lucrative compensation plan here. You know that hopefully you can see that there's an opportunity here if you're a team builder. And then number four, they have a couple of ways that you can spend their earnings, right? You can withdraw out to your crypto wallet, of course. They're coming out with a physical debit card, crypto debit card. But then right now they also have the virtual Visa debit card that you can hook up to your phone, and now you can spend your earnings anywhere in the world, anywhere that accepts Visa. You could spend your earnings from your back office right through your phone. So pretty cool. I never seen a platform do that before. An actual passive platform enable us to do that. So pretty cool stuff. And again, there's no KYC. So that's another pretty cool feature. So again, if you want to check this out, again, it's very, very new. Um, I'll leave a link down below. If you want to check it out. Again, follow the instructions I put out yesterday. That way you can set everything up. Again, you want to create your account. And then when you log into your back office, there's a green button that says create personal account or create account. Click that. You're going to link your Telegram. Also, you're going to set up your payment password. Once you set up your payment password, you can now deposit to your personal account. And then once you deposit to your personal account, you can also set up your business account because you have to transfer your funds from your personal account to your business account in order to buy the contract. All right. So again, pretty straightforward. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Feeling pretty bullish about this one. This one looks pretty good. So anyway, I'll leave a link down below. As always, guys, do your own research, do your own due diligence. Only put in what you can afford to lose, guys. Risk cap only. Follow me on Telegram, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.